What's up, YouTube? It's the Dawn, where shit gets real. And today, like each and every day, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about the Youde Bellus. I guess that's how you say it, Bellus. But before I start, it's going to be a quick first look. I had this thing for about 2-3 weeks, maybe. But I'm still just going to do a first look. Even though I've been vaping on this thing a lot. This is just going to be like a first look. It's going to be a quick and dirty video. But before I start talking about this Bellus, I want to talk to you about vaping in general. Vaping in your health. We all know this is a healthier alternative than smoking. But just because you're vaping and you stop smoking does not mean that you need to stop taking care of your body. And I guess the one most important thing you guys need to do, guys and gals, is keep your body hydrated. I made that mistake of not hydrating my body, and I paid for it. I changed my profession. You know, I'm still a realtor, but I started doing home inspections. So it's more strain on my body. I'm doing a lot more bending down, crawling around in crawl spaces and attics. And I started noticing I'm starting to feel like an old man. You know, I came home from work just from crawling in the crawl space. My whole body's sore. And I had a physical and was telling the doctor how I was feeling. And he asked me how much water was I drinking. And I failed. I failed miserably. I needed to start drinking more water. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys that are vaping, when you smoked, it dehydrated your body. When you vape, it's still dehydrating your body. Even though it's healthier, it's still dehydrating your body. So you're going to have to combat that with water. As a matter of fact, let me take a drink. My doctor told me that my size and height, that I need to consume 7 bottles of water a day. And he told me, it was true. He said, you know what? The first thing when you drink 5 or 6 bottles of water, you're going to be pissing like crazy. And he was absolutely correct. I was waking up in the middle of the night, going to the bathroom 20 times. And he said, because your body's not used to holding that much water. You're going to have to give your body, I think he said 72 hours before your blood vessels to open up and start letting some of that water into your body. So I encourage all you guys that are vaping and not properly hydrating your body to start properly hydrating your body. You will feel much better. You won't get vapor's tongue. You won't get the headaches. It's a plus. Now maybe some of you guys are, but this is for the people that know that they're not drinking enough water. Okay, I know you probably won't never hear another reviewer talk about your health, keeping your body healthy, but I'm just going to keep it real. You got to drink the water because you know this is healthier, but I guarantee you this is dehydrating your body. So, got that out the way. This Bellus, this is a great RTA. It's a great RTA. It's set up like a dripper almost, but it has a tank on top of it. So, without just keep talking, I'll just go up close and try my best to explain it, because when I first got it, I was like, what? Now, I don't have the packaging with me. Packaging is in my office, but the only thing that's missing that I'm not going to show you is a plug. If you guys are familiar with the Goblin Mini, the Goliath 2, they have little plugs where you can make it just a single coil. It's the same thing in here. That's the only thing I'm not going to show you guys today. But I run mine in a dual coil. I'm not going to take the coil out, but I will show you, you know, how it looks. So without just keep rambling on, let's just go down close and I'll show you really quick what this thing is. Right now. All right. So let me put a drip tip on here. This is not the drip tip that came with it. It comes with a drip tip that's very similar to the Goliath 2. It's a short stubby nose drip tip, but I left that at my office. Sorry about that. But you can use your own drip tip. So let's start with the top. So here's the top. As you can see, you can see a little bit of it. It has the rifling in it all the way down the burl, including in the drip tip that comes with it. Okay, so it is a top fill tank. Let's take this off. And as you can see, it has 2 holes right there. Okay, one's for air. You stick your syringe or your dropper down on one side and air escapes from the other side. So I've never had any problems filling it. And when I do fill it, it's juice doesn't go in that hole. It drips down onto the coils, and it doesn't come out the air holes. And I'll explain that to you when we get down to the bottom of it. Now, it does have this rubber like diaphragm on the top of it, and you do get a replacement one of those when you get your tank. Okay, the other one is red, just like this one. Okay, so let's screw this back on. Here's your tank section. It holds 5 mils of juice. Here's your airflow. Okay, I forget how many holes they say it is on there, 32 or something like that. But your airflow adjustment, you just spin it like so. It does have a marking on it. There's a dot. You can make that out. There's a dot. And you see the dot at the top and the circle at the bottom. Circle, dot. Okay. So when those are lined up, the airflow is wide open. Okay. Moving down. This is how you remove the base. This is your 510. And from my understanding, it's non-adjustable. But I don't run hybrids, so that the way it's adjusted is just fine for me. I don't run hybrids. If you run hybrids with it like that, you might not run it on a hybrid. Okay, so now let's get to the craziness of this. When I first got this thing, I wanted to ask somebody, how the hell did you get it open? How the hell did you wick it? But it was a sample, so I had to figure it out myself. So here it is. So how do you get your building base out? Is you unscrew this bottom part. Okay, that comes off. Okay, now here's your 510. Wiggle this out, and here's your building section. Okay, let's get to this in a second. Here's your tank. Okay, as you can see, there's a hole on this side. Let me get something to point with. There's a hole on this side and a hole on that side. Okay, and it's just wide open. Just wide open. So when you turn it upside down like that, all your juice will just run out. Okay, so when you're taking this out, change your wick, change your coil, make sure this is upside down because everything will run out. Okay, and if you look in there, you'll notice that there's an air hole right there, and on the other side it's the same thing. There's an air hole. Okay, so let's just take this airflow ring off, which it just slides off. It's held on by 2 O-rings. That's airflow, and that's airflow. Okay, so let's take it apart a little bit more. Unscrew the filling mechanism, and then you unscrew this base, and you get your tube, your chimney, your glass, and all of this is one piece. Okay, it's one piece. So your juice sits up here. As you can see, it goes down those holes onto your wicks. Okay, so let's get to the base. Here's the base. This is where you build your coils. And if you notice, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a hole underneath that coil, but the hole goes nowhere. It's a dead end. It's just a hole. That hole up here underneath this coil is for where you stick your plug to do single coils. That's it. So air does not come from underneath that hole. It's just to hold your plug if you wanted to do a single coil. Your single coil would have to go on this side. Okay, that's it. You couldn't put the single coil on this side and put the plug on this side. The plug only goes on this side. Okay, and of course you got your juice channels here and your juice channels here, here, and here. 4 juice channel. So it is a 2-post design. You build your coils like so. You run your wicks down in here, and that's it. And the crazy as it may sound, it does not leak, and it keeps those coils saturated. So when you stick this jiggle on, there's little grooves. See that groove on the bottom? So the groove goes right up in there, slides like that. If I can get it to slide on. Okay, yeah, it slides on like that, and then you would lock it on with this ring, like so. Of course, you would have your airflow ring on there and your other parts. And if you can see how the coil is right in front of that ring. I mean, right in front of that airflow. So if I were to screw it on a mod, let me screw it on a mod real quick if I can find one. Here's one. So when I fire this thing, you'll see that coil get red hot. Right there. On both sides. So that's where your airflow comes in. So your air is hitting directly on that coil. Now, when I first got it, I was building my coils a little bit too high. I was not, you know, I was eyeballing it, and it wasn't right. So the biggest coil that I could get that fit right down in there perfectly was a 2.8 millimeter coil. 3 millimeter coil with 26 gauge, I couldn't get it to fit. Okay, so you can get a 2.5 with 24. Might get 2 millimeter with 22, and so on and so on. But that's it. That's basically it. I mean, it's a unique design. I haven't seen it before, and it just works. It just works. So let's put it all back together. So imagine you would have cotton in there, and you line those. Well, first you want to put your airflow ring on, like so. Slide this in, line that up. It's always a little tricky getting it in there sometimes. Got that in. Then you put this on, lock it on. Bottom part's connected, all put together. The glass tube, your chimney section, your top, and your drip tip. And she's all ready to go. And how you would adjust the airflow is you would actually spin this and close off some of those holes. And whatever is open on this side would be open on this side. And that's it. And go back up top, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Great tank. Great tank. I love this tank. I carry it with me every day. It's great. It works. It works. Now, when I first got it, I was building my coils, and they were a little bit too high. When I put my coils down right in front of those airflows, it was a much better vape. I love this thing. I'm sure that they might. The last time I looked, they was like pre-order. They might be selling them now, but this is a go. For me, it's a go. I like it. And you can't. The highest diameter coil I was able to get in there with 26 gauge was 2.8 millimeters. The 3 to get the coils where I wanted them was a tad too big. So you can get the 2.5s in there, no problem, with, I guess, 24 millimeter. 2.5. Now 2.8, the high 26 millimeter, the fastest one I can go was 2.8. 3 was just touching the side of it. Now, I'm not the best builder. If you don't mind putting your coils up a little bit above the airflow, you probably could get some 3 millimeter coils in there. It's great. I love this thing. No gripes on it. The top fill works. It never leaks. It never, ever leaks. Every now and again, I might get some condensation around these air holes, but that's it. It never, like, put in my pocket, turn upside down, sideways. It just never leaks. It never leaks. I love it. Youde, you know, they've been knocking it out of the park lately. I love the Goliath 2. Really love the Goblin Mini. Goblin Mini, man, that thing is a flavored Great little tank. Great little tank. The only thing I didn't like about that was that glass drip tip. This one right here, you put your own drip tip on it. Matter of fact, I got my own drip tip on it. Every time I have this drip tip in my videos, everybody asks me, where you get that drip tip? I found this drip tip on eBay. It's a no-name drip tip. You spin this top off. It's 2 pieces. It's not like a wide bore or anything. It's just a regular old eBay drip tip. Don't ask me the name of it because I don't know the name of it. I found it on eBay months ago, and I just kept it. Let me take a toke. Great. Great. Love this tank. That's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for being patient because I know I've been out of the mix for a while. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, if you can, help another vapor out and pay it forward. Peace.